I'm at the Master Kingdom here with the Red Fang, and we have
Aaron
and Brian.
Alright, so you're on the Communion Sirens tour with Opeth and In Flames. And so how's the tour going in general?
It was great. This is the last show, and it ended too soon for my liking.
So
yeah, super smooth. Everybody's been super nice, and the shows have been really good, so who can ask for anything more?
How's it been in partying and sharing the stage with these Swedes?
It's been sweet.
It's been nice. Yeah, they're really friendly and very talented, so I'm glad we go first.
I would hear that. So what got you into playing music, and who are some of your heroes growing up?
For me, it was a friend of mine decided to buy a guitar when I think we were 13 or 14 or something. And I mean, I was already playing piano when I was a kid. I asked my mom if I could take piano lessons when I was in 3rd grade, and then got into saxophone in 5th grade, but started playing in rock bands when I was, I guess, 15 or 16, because my friend Chad made me do it. So it's his fault.
His fault.
Yep.
I guess I started playing music when I was really little. I mean, it was school, music programs. My mom had me take piano lessons, and I played trumpet. But yeah, I guess rock. My brother turned me on to Van Halen, Fair Warning, and ZZ Top. Eliminator, I think, was the cassette. And
yeah.
Anyway, I thought, well, this rock and roll music's pretty cool. So I got a guitar. Because that seemed cooler than a trumpet, which no other thing is true. I think they're equally cool. But in any case, so I started playing, and started playing in bands, really terrible bands with my friends. And here we are, still playing in a terrible band. Just kidding.
I guess that, and so the bands that kind of got me into it were probably, what was I listening to at the time when I was 14 or 15? Led Zeppelin. The Cult was one of the bands I think that got me started playing. Soundgarden actually was a big thing. We were the first band I was in. We covered Gun and Hands All Over, so probably Soundgarden and Metallica, the 2 biggest influences.
Yeah, Brad the Lightning was that cassette. Woo! Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Couldn't believe that was happening. It was pretty exciting.
Alright, you've now released 3 studio albums. What inspires your music and your lyrics?
What inspires your music, Brian?
I'm not sure. I haven't asked it lately.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, everything. I guess life in general. The music is probably influenced by other bands. And I don't know. Yeah, general moods, like movies, stuff like that, too. And lyrics are definitely just sort of disgorging the random thoughts on my personal life.
Yeah. Same.
Ditto.
I was wondering who designs the artwork for your albums, and is the trippiness intentional?
It's the last 2. Both the Relapse records were designed by Orion Landau, who is the in-house designer for Relapse, and he hears the records before he makes the artwork. So I think the trippiness is based on his interpretation of the music that he's hearing, and also he's just a trippy dude, I guess, but he's not trippy at all. So maybe it's the same thing. He's releasing his inner trippiness through artwork so that he can be really just a pretty normal guy in his day-to-day.
Alright, and speaking of which, booze, tripping, and destroying things seem to be the common theme in your videos, if I'm right. 8 and I was wondering why.
Destroying things is cathartic. You know, you should try it. Run over something with your car. It's empowering. And tripping, I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty clumsy, but we try to cut those moments out. And booze, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to get away from that, honestly, but
It's just part of like the characters that were developed from that first video that Whitey made for us, the prehistoric dog video, and so it's a continuation of what those characters would be doing, I guess. And yeah, if you notice the most recent video, the animated one, we're not our secret power is not booze anymore, so it's other things like recliners and kitties.
That's my real superpower.
Yeah.
You performed on the late night show with David Letterman. Can you tell me a bit about that experience and how exactly an organ fit in with the song like Blood Like Cream?
How what fit in with?
Paul.
Oh, the organ. Oh yeah, we actually were asked ahead of time if we wanted Paul to play with us, and there's some things that happen on the record that we can't do live because we don't have enough musicians to play all the different parts. So he was kind of filling in some of the overdub space that's not there when we play the song just as a 4-piece live. So it was cool, and
he created some. He made up some
he did
his
some
own
of his
parts,
yeah.
which was really neat to see what he would do with one of our songs. But he's played with everybody. It's crazy. It was really flattering that he was willing to do it.
Alright, you've played at some large festivals like Soundwave in Australia, so which festival has been the most memorable? Oh, and why?
well, I mean, Soundwave was the most memorable for being by far the smoothest, easiest festival to do, and Metallica was headlining, and we got to hang out with them a little bit, so that's a pretty memorable one for me. Although playing the Orion Music and More thing that Metallica put on, that was the first time we met James Hetfield, and that was memorable in that I don't remember parts of it.
Yeah, I blacked out some parts of meeting that guy. I was definitely starstruck. I think Hellfest, our first time we played Hellfest in 2011, and that was the biggest festival I'd ever played. I think that was the biggest festival we'd ever done. It was like 40,000 people or something like that. I mean, it was just a sea of human beings, and that was something else.
Yeah.
I remember it. Let's say that.
Yeah.
What are some of your favorite songs to play live?
I really liked playing those Soundgarden songs when I was a teenager. Those were pretty fun. We used to do a Cars cover in my college, in the band I was in college.
Which Cars cover?
One about My Best Friend's Girl.
Ah.
Everybody would leave as soon as we played it, though. So,
So you really nailed it.
Yeah, exactly. I really enjoy playing of our songs. I'm sure that's what you actually meant. Was some of my favorites are. I really like playing Throw Up, and that's pretty much it.
I think one of my favorites is probably Doan.
Oh yeah,
it's one of our scarier songs.
Yeah, that's good.
So I get to feel like I'm a real metaler.
I just am scared that my throat's gonna fly out of my mouth every time I sing that one.
That's the easiest one for you to sing, I guess.
No, but it's fun too.
Let's keep dropping that thing, man. Drop B.
Yeah.
Heavy.
so ending with the live stuff, what do you do at home outside of Red Fang? Or do you teach, have any musical side projects, or have other jobs?
I don't have any other jobs currently. I have a kid, 5-year-old, who's in kindergarten now, so I spend as much time with him as possible, and I also spend as much time as possible cooking, because it's hard to have control over the food that you eat when you're on the road, so I like to make myself delicious meals when I'm at home.
I enjoy playing pinball, and I don't know, that's one of my major hobbies, I guess. Making sure the bar doesn't float away.
And your new, you have a new house.
Yeah, I just purchased a new home.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was a complete disaster when we bought it, so I've spent the past 3 months doing stuff around the house for 10, 12 hours a day. So in a way, this tour is a vacation from all the manual labor, unskilled manual labor that I've been doing. Yeah, but it's cool. Pride in ownership.
All right, I won't take up any more of your time. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans?
I think they've heard it all.
They've had enough.
They're sick of us.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.